Hey, welcome to Sipper Social Club. I'm Jeremy. Today, I have one of the most recognizable names in all of bourbon. It's the Pappy Van Winkle 15-year-old. These sell for 10 times their retail price on the secondary market, but is there some batch variance between releases? I'll let you know when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. Alright, so 15 years old, coming in at 53.5% ABV. This is a 2018 release on the nose. So just really nice, bold, rich vanillas, caramels, cherry. That cherry in here, almost kind of like a cherry pie filling. Really sweet. There's like a nice leather aspect to it. You definitely can smell the age on this bourbon. A little bit of tobacco in here. Man, the really nice like maple syrup aspect of this too. Really, really good. The oak, then they get like a creamy, soft kind of style oak on the nose. Really nice. Can't complain about that at all. Palate. Just perfect, rich, bold bourbon notes. The brown sugar comes through so well. Really, really nice. That cherry aspect where I get like more kind of like a pie filling sweetness on the nose turns to like a cherry liqueur for me on the finish. Really good. I mean, they just do this really, really well. There's that leather, tobacco, kind of cigar element to this. And then there's that house style like Pappy. It's like kind of like a. It's hard to describe as maybe just some people describe it as like a funkiness, like a Pappy like funk. Definitely notes that are not replicated in other bourbons with this for sure on that finish. Really, really nice. I'd say that the oak aspect to this maybe a little bit more noticeable on the finish than the previous Pappy 15 that I have experience with. Maybe that oak is just a little bit more turned up, maybe a little bit sharper, and quite possibly a little bit out of balance with the other flavors. Just a little bit. I mean, maybe comparing one Pappy with another, you kind of nitpick a little bit here and there for what I can remember anyway. I think I remember the previous one I tried, maybe a little more balanced oak than this one. Not taking too much away from this whiskey. Very, very good stuff, of course. Score-wise for me on this one, I'm going 89.5 out of 100. So that's one mark less than I gave the previous 2015 release that I reviewed. You can check out that review. I did the entire Pappy lineup, the 15, the 20, the 23. You can check it out here. And I picked my favorite out of those. But when you're talking different batches of Pappy, there definitely is some variance. It happens with pretty much every yearly release that Buffalo Trace does. You look at their BTAC lineup, batch variations from year to year with those as well. Happens with the Pappy, in my opinion, too. So far, I've tried 3 different 15-year-olds. This 2018, the 2015 that I've reviewed previously, and an undisclosed age one that I tried at a bar. I forget what it was. It must have been older than 2015 as well. So all a little bit different. Some characteristics are the same. I think the oak is one thing you can maybe pick out that's maybe a little bit different in between those. I've also had 3 different 23-year-olds. The one that I reviewed is a 2016, I believe. I tried a 2018 at a tasting run by the LCBO back a couple years ago. I thought that one didn't quite live up to the one that I had tried previously. The oak aspect to that definitely cranked up a lot. Sometimes I hear people say that they don't like the 23-year-old as much because the oak is just way too heavy, way too prominent. I would say in one of the 23-year-olds I tried, it definitely was. The one that I reviewed, I thought that it was very noticeable. You could definitely notice a lot of oak, but I thought I really liked that heavy oakiness. I thought it worked well with the balance with the other flavors. It was very, very strong, but at the same time, it was enjoyable. The Pappy I tried previous to that at a really nice bar here in Toronto really loved it. I thought the oak on that 23-year-old was really, really good. Now that one was an older expression, definitely older than 2016. It might have been in 2013 or 2012, which would have made it that old Stitzel Weller distillate, which I've heard so many good things about. And that 23-year-old I tried was phenomenal. Definitely the best of the Pappies that I've had so far. A lot of people will say, you know, they don't like the 23-year-old because of the oak aspect to it. And I agree. Sometimes it is unbalanced in a 23-year-old, but sometimes it just fits in there perfectly. So I think it's very batch dependent. Let's talk value. I'm not going to add value points for this. This was a lottery win for me. If you want to know more about secondary market lotteries, I have kind of a video explaining the process. It's a Patreon exclusive. If you want to get involved with Patreon, you can check out the link down below. Some of my Patrons win some samples, including this Pappy 15. So if you're interested, have a look, see which tier works for you, and happy to have you alongside in the little community we've created there. Let me know what you think. Pappy Van Winkle. If you haven't tried any Pappy Van Winkles, what's the Pappy that people always talk about as being their favorite? I know a lot of people will say the 15 is the best because the oak is just perfect in it. Others may say the 20. 23 sometimes gets a bad rap because it's too over oaked. So let me know what you think. If you haven't tried it, what's the year that you would like to try most? What have you heard most about? What maybe fits in your palate? The 15, the 20, the 23. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, have a good one, guys. Cheers.